I'm so excited to interview you today because this interview is actually really close to home for me because I also have a
Yes.
little dance school back home. So I'm actually really interested to get into your mind and to hear your experiences. So this is
Awesome.
one of the sessions for Global Dance Supreme sessions. So welcome,
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you.
So nice to meet
Thank you for
you.
having me. Thank you for having
Yeah.
me.
So let's start off from the beginning.
Okay.
How did you get into dance? Take us on a quick journey on how you
Quick
started.
journey. Okay. I was 6 years old and I actually started with ballroom and Latin. That
Hey,
was my foundation. Yes,
oh
that was my
wow.
foundation. And I've been dancing ever since. And then I got to high school and then I went to National School of the Arts. So then I got
Wow.
training in ballet, contemporary, jazz,
Okay. So
tap.
our foundation
So
is
then,
strong.
yeah, so then like with dancing, my whole vocab, it kind of broadened when I went to NSA. And then when I matriculated, then I decided, you know what, I really like dancing. I don't see myself in an office.
Got you.
So I went to go study at TUT, Tshwane University of Pretoria, and that's when I went to go
Wow.
study dance further. Yeah. So I got my diploma and I'm currently working on getting my degree done now.
Hey, that's amazing. That's something to
Yeah.
really celebrate, especially seeing that it's Women's Month, and I'm so glad we are able to chat to you because you're probably going to inspire so many
Yes,
young
I'm
women.
excited.
Yeah. So when did you get into hip hop?
I think hip hop for me happened when I started doing gigs.
Okay.
I never like trained in hip hop like normal hip hop dancers. So for me, it was more when I started gigging and doing shows. And they were like, "Oh, you have to do hip hop." I'm like, "Oh crap, okay, let's try and fake this." But then I was like, because I come from a technical place and we've been trained that you do things proper, I had to
Got you.
enforce myself to actually learn how to do hip hop. So
Yeah.
yeah, and that was just like another style on the bucket list for me.
Got you. Got you.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to your school. Tell us how you started your school or why you even started the school.
Okay, why I started the school?
Yeah.
I think I had a fair enough like time in the industry of doing gigs and stuff, and I was like, I really like teaching, and that's what I studied. I studied teaching, so my major was teaching, not really performing.
Got you.
So I was like, you know what? There's so much talent in our community, and there's nothing happening. So
Sure.
why not just invest in our community and uplift the community with
Wow.
something good, something that the kids can enjoy? Dancing is not, for me personally, dancing is not just about dancing. We actually tell stories. We speak through our emotions. So I have a lot of kids that is at my studio and they go through like a lot of things.
Wow.
And that's their place of just letting it go, letting everything go. I mean, we've had classes where we laugh, where we cry, where we scream. So
Sure.
that was my main reason to reach
Sure. That's
out in
something.
another way to kids. Yeah.
So you are extremely passionate about what you do. Could you not just teaching
Yes, I
dance?
am.
It's so much more
No.
than dance, right?
Yeah, no, dance is my passion,
Yeah.
but through that I can help people overcome certain things in their lives that
Come on.
most of the time
Come
we can't
on.
do. Yeah, most of the time we can't do speaking. Like, I'm not a vocal person. So when I'm feeling some type of way, I rather do it through dancing. And
Right.
that's a form of healing. It's a
Right.
form of rehabilitation somehow.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Hey, I can resonate with that for sure. So
Yeah.
tell us about your school.
Okay, so my school's based in Innerdale, and that's in the south of Joburg. So because I'm technical, I started off with like teaching them the basics, contemporary. So we incorporate contemporary,
Okay, so
ballet, jazz, and all of
it's
that.
not just hip hop, it's everything, right?
No, it's not. It's not just hip hop. It's everything. But
Wow.
obviously, you want to cater to what is the in thing for kids right now,
Yeah,
and
of course.
what's gonna make them stay. So obviously, I'm not a hip hop dancer, and I've been in the industry, and I was like, you know what? I need to bring someone that is amazing, that has amazing energy on board. And I got Angelo. His Instagram handle is 250 Machine. So I got him in, and
Oh,
he's an
no.
amazing choreographer. Yeah, he's amazing with the kids. So then we started off doing hip hop competitions just to get them in the groove of doing things and exploring, just being like, okay, on stage, this is me, this is my thing now.
Yeah,
And now we want to broaden because they have contemporary as a background, they have jazz as a background. So now we want to filter into that as well when we start doing
got
competitions
you.
as well.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's an amazing story. Jeez.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned before why you felt the need to open up the dance school. Can you elaborate a bit more on that? Why you felt you want to do or the need to open up a dance school in your community?
Well, if you look at our community now, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing.
Wow.
When I was in school, we had sports, we had extramurals to go to. Right now, if you have to take a drive in my area, you would see kids in the street every day, all day. There is
Wow.
nothing happening in our community.
Sure.
Absolutely nothing. So for me, it was, I mean, talent comes out of small communities. This we have to know.
Yeah,
This
we
is
know that.
something,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I look in Cape Town alone. I mean, hello, you know. So for
definitely.
me, it was, I needed to bring a little bit of light in the darkness that was in our community with
Got you.
everything, with the drugs and everything that's happening. I
Wow.
felt like we needed to just spark a little bit of light and hope for our future kids in our community.
Come on, man. Come on. Yes. So you started the school, right? What were the challenges that you
Yes.
faced, or what were the ups and downs of you actually thinking of opening a dance school and actually having that in front of you in reality? What were the challenges that you faced?
The biggest challenge was money. Where am I going to get the money to start this? Where am I going to get space to
Yeah,
start this?
yeah,
But thank God. I mean, it's just by the grace of God that everything just flowed into place. I was looking for a place, and then there was an open space at one of the areas in our community.
yeah.
And the owner said, listen, for like 6 months, I'm not going to charge you rent.
What?
Take the place.
I
Yes, take the place. Start your thing. Once
yeah,
you up and running,
yeah.
then we can speak about rent and draw up a contract. And I was like, this is something big.
But that's the thing, man.
And
Sorry to break your word. That's the thing. Like
no,
when
it's
you have
fine.
when you have good intentions and you do things with a good heart, doors will just
Yes,
open for you. And that's what I pick up from your dance school and from you just speaking to you for like 2 minutes.
yes,
Your heart
yeah,
is in the right place, and automatically
yeah,
doors will open for you.
yeah. No, listen, it's
Sure.
been it's been it's not so much down. I think it was more ups for me.
Yeah.
There was struggles, but the struggles just motivated me even more. Look, we started off, I think I had like 5 students for like the first 2 years. And I was like, you know what, Ma, if it means that I need to go and get an extra job and do those gigs just to help pay the rent, I'm going to do it.
Got
I'm
you.
not doing it for the money, I'm
Yeah.
doing it for the kids.
Yeah.
And the studio just grew. People started investing, sending
Wow.
us mirrors for the studio, and it just started growing. And I think it got so big that we had to now leave where we were, the space that we were at. We had to leave, and I was like, oh no,
Joking.
now we have to start from scratch again.
Wow.
And then a friend that my mom knows said, listen, I have a hardware shop, and there's nothing happening there. Like, it's an open space.
Wow.
Oh my word. When we went there, like, I envisioned my studio, and I was like, this is it.
That's
This is
it.
where home is going to
Put
be
your
for us.
stamp on it.
And then I think a good
Wow.
3 years after that, we moved in there, and we said, we're giving ourselves 3 months to fix this place up. And within 3 months, the place was fixed up, and we have our own studio that we can say it's
Oh
ours. We're
my
not
God.
renting, it's
What?
ours now.
That's
Yeah. So
incredible.
it's been an amazing journey. Listen, having faith and trusting in God and the process, it works.
Come
It
on.
really works.
Come
Yeah.
on, man. So how long do you have your studio for now?
My studio is now, this will be our 6th year running. We're
Wow.
only 6 this year. Yes. We still
Wow.
very fresh and new.
And how many kids, like plus minus, how many kids are at your
So
studio?
at the moment we have plus minus 60 kids, but because of
Wow.
lockdown, we
Yeah.
couldn't really like do auditions, do re-auditions for kids that want to come. So
Yeah.
we've just kept that door closed for now. But once lockdown is over,
Yeah.
I mean, we're hoping to recruit more kids. The only thing is that we're based in Innerdale, and so many people outside of Innerdale's like, but how are we gonna come? We want to come, and I'm like, I can send you guys to other studios, and they're like, no, we
Yeah.
want to be there by you guys. So yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy.
I must take a taxi. They must come through.
Yeah, they must take a
They must come
taxi.
through. Who is your biggest support system at the
Definitely
moment?
my parents.
Okay.
My parents, definitely. They've been with me through this entire journey, and
Sure.
they still with me. Like they
Sure.
still with me. They're still guiding me where they see you need a little bit of guidance here and there. Definitely my parents. I mean, they've been with me with my dancing since I was 6 years old, and never did
Wow.
they want me to change my career choice. Never. They've
Wow.
supported me ever since, and because of them I am where I am now.
Come on.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. Now, I know you mentioned something about lockdown. How has
Yes.
lockdown, COVID-19 affected you and your school? How has it affected you
um
personally, and how has it affected your school?
for me personally, it affected me a lot, because I'm like, what do I do? How am I gonna do this now that we can't even go to where we want to be every day?
Yeah,
It really affected me a lot, because why we had to close down. There was nothing we could do. Trying to figure out ways and means. Look, we did online classes, but because of the kids that we have in our studio, not all of them have
yeah,
Wi-Fi. Not all of
yeah,
them have the
got
means
you.
to do the online classes. So what we tried to do is, when we did the online classes, we would record, and then I have a group with all the parents. So then we'll send it through to the parents and tell them, listen, this was the class. Let the kids learn, and then they
Yeah,
can just send the videos back showing us like they know the routine
yeah.
or they've
Just to,
learned it.
just to
But
keep them dancing and keep them moving and not to
yes,
stop.
but I'm telling you, it's been very difficult.
Yeah.
Like, kids have been crying. They're like, it doesn't matter. We won't get COVID. Let's just go to the studio. I'm like, no, guys, we can't do that. They're like, no one
The
will know.
passion is
We'll lock
real. Oh, the
ourselves.
passion is real.
They like, we'll lock ourselves in the studio. No one has to know. I'm like, no, guys, we can't do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
and so yeah,
No,
so
it's been hectic. It's been hectic. But I think now that it's not so hectic, we've
yeah,
opened our doors.
okay.
And listen, kids are like, they excited. Like when
Sure, they're
I'm like, okay,
hungry.
guys, I'm like, when I'm like, there's no class this week, they like, why? Just give us one class. Why are you canceling? I'm like, guys, listen, I don't want to get sick. I don't want you guys
Yeah,
getting sick. So
yeah.
let's just be safe.
Safety
Yeah.
first and just chill.
Yes,
You
yes,
guys are
no,
not going
definitely.
anywhere, but yeah, lives are more important at this stage.
This is true, yes.
Is there anything that you feel that is needed within the dance industry?
Whew, that's a tough
Go
one.
back out, let's go.
For me personally,
Yeah,
just speaking from like looking not as a dancer or a performer, just
yeah,
looking from the outside inwards in our dance industry, I feel like we need to be more united. I don't feel like we,
sure.
as a dance industry, we
You
are
hit the nail on
united.
the
Like,
head, yeah.
I also feel like if you're not part of a certain clique, you don't get
Sure,
work, which I feel is so unfair.
for sure.
Everyone is talented. I know there's so many talented dancers in Joburg. Even the Cape Town dancers that is living in Joburg, they're amazing. But we tend to just use the same people that we know, which I feel is unfair.
Got
And
you.
I'm going to use an example.
Yeah,
So if we get gigs, and I know I'm not a hip hop dancer, but I know that there's someone else that's better than me, we don't want to open doors for our fellow dance partners or our fellow dance friends. We want to keep it to ourselves, which I feel like if you look in America, they all support each other. If I'm getting a gig that's telling me that I need to pop and lock and
Yeah.
I know I cannot pop and lock, I'm going to be like, yo,
Just
bro,
rightfully so. Rightfully so. Who
yes,
deserves to be
I've
in this
got
position? Yeah.
yes, I
Yeah.
got a gig for you. I mean, I've seen there's been shows where it's contemporary, but hip hop dancers are doing it and it just looks terrible. So in the open eye,
Aye.
our our
Yeah.
industry looks
Yeah.
whack. We look
Yeah.
weak when we
Yeah.
have brilliant and amazing dancers,
Yeah.
but because we're not using the amazing dancers that's amazing in their rightful styles in the proper way, therefore our industry doesn't look as strong as America. We can wish and want to be like that, but if we don't use the correct tools, we won't grow
Yeah.
as a dance community.
I always say there's enough bread for everybody,
Yes.
right?
I hope I'm not stepping on nobody's toes by what I
No,
just
no,
said
no, no,
now.
no, no. We are talking facts right here. Facts.
Yeah.
Hashtag truth. I think it's important to talk about these things, to hear where
Yes.
everyone is coming from.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's enough bread for everybody, and
No, there is. There definitely is. And also I feel like sorry to break you.
let's go for it.
Even like with I feel like with master classes, I haven't seen much of that happening. And if it's happening, it's like an inside thing. It's just by accident that I'll see it on Instagram. I'm like, oh, I didn't know about that. Like, we don't open up the doors for each other and link each other in. At the end of the day, we're all dancers. And if we
Right,
want to be amazing, we need to help each other be
right,
amazing. And that's the only way our community in dance will grow and will be
right,
stronger as one, you
right.
know? Instead of being just an amazing dancer in hip hop, yo, bro, here's a contemporary workshop. Let's go do it. Let's get
Yeah,
versatile.
yeah.
Let's not be one style dancers all the time. So I really feel like we need unity in our dance
Sure.
industry. That is
I,
my main thing is unity.
I feel like there's different. There's not a. I could say there's a dance industry, but there are different scenes. There's not a
Yes,
dance scene. There's like little scenes here,
yes,
little scenes here, little scenes here, and like you
yes,
say, dance is a whole. It's for everybody. So everything is very segregated.
yes, yes. That is
And
so correct. Yes,
and yeah, I think people just need to dance need to be not selfish.
yes,
There's enough
yeah.
bread for everybody. Once you
For
extend that
everyone.
invitation, you're gonna get that invitation back to you.
Exactly. I mean, just more doors will open and everyone will keep busy. You'll never have an artist saying, yo, I haven't done a gig in like forever, which is
Yeah.
sad to even hear that sometimes because I'm like, there's so much work. And if you look at our dance community, we're not that many dancers if you compare it to dancers in
Yeah.
America and
You're on a
any
very
other
small
country.
scale, yeah.
Yes, yes. So there's enough opportunity for all of us, but we just don't want to share that opportunity.
But now here's my next question, right? When it comes
Yes,
to opportunities, do you feel they are
yes.
equal to male, females, and studios?
Hmm. Okay. Studios is a tough one because
Yeah,
there's many studios that are amazing that's out there, especially yeah, there's a lot of amazing studios that's out there. But when it comes to studios, even males and females, I feel that everyone needs to get a chance. Um, Sometimes I feel like I'm always seeing the same dances everywhere. And then we have dances that we have a lot of male dancers that I hardly see doing stuff now because most of the things are for female dancers, which I'm just like, okay, where
right.
do our male dancers fit in now? Because if you're not doing a corporate show where there is everything incorporated, where they need male dancers, then as a male dancer, you're not dancing, you're
Yeah,
not making money. Um, Same as with females. I think females have more an advantage in this industry because that's always what they're looking for. When you look at your
wow.
music videos and all of that, that's what they're always looking for.
90%
So
of the
I
time,
think
right?
Yes. So I think our males are a little bit at a disadvantage because they're males. Right now, the in thing is you have to be a female, you have to be sexy
Yeah.
and all of that.
Yeah.
Um, when it comes to studios, I feel like sometimes studios don't really get recognized a lot. And I feel like if we, as the older dancers, start looking into studios, using the up and coming generation,
Yeah.
empowering in them, because I feel like we're not empowering in the kids that are now learning from us. We now need to take what we know and jot it down to the next generation so that they can
Oh,
be even better than what we are now.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I feel like with and also with studios, I feel like there's always rivalry where it should be we should be working together, guys. We should be
Yeah.
working against each other and having vibes.
Yeah.
Like, so that's my thing. I think females have an advantage in the industry. Males, look, their time comes and then sometimes it's just like, okay, it's just all about the females. So yeah, it's tough to have a balance there, hey, because
For sure.
sometimes what an artist wants is what an artist
For
wants.
sure. For sure. All on the look. All on the look.
Yes. You see, even on the look, if I mean, if you're not skinny enough, shame for us that have those thighs. So, yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's it's different in every way. Look wise, female, male wise, group
Right.
wise, it's
Right.
always different. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so important to connect with fellow studio owners. I think it's so important. Like
Yes, it is.
I do have a couple of friends who own studios, and we always stay connected somehow. So I think it's
Yes.
really important as a dance community to
Yeah,
stick
you
together.
have to. Yes, you have to. And I firmly believe in that because why I've realized like when you go and do competitions, already these kids are so competitive.
Mm.
And I feel like if the studios don't join in and do like workshops together, so these kids can gel together. Because when you get to competitions, you can actually see like the vibes these little kids give each other, and they
Yeah,
like, give each other little looks. And I'm like,
yeah,
this is not how it's supposed to be. We're
yeah,
supposed to be motivating each other,
yeah,
regardless whether it's a competition or not. We're supposed to be motivating each other and
for sure,
uplifting each other
for
yet
sure.
again as a community in dance.
At the end of the day, these kids are going to grow up and they might want to consider being a professional dancer. These kids
Yes.
will all end up in the same pool, whether it's from your
Yes,
studio, my studio. They're going to be working
they're
together at the
gonna
end of
be
the day.
together. Yes,
Exactly,
yes,
exactly. So, yeah, that's so cool. So, I've been judging
yes,
a global dance supreme for the past 2 years. And when
yes.
Fairchild told me I was going to interview you, I was like, now who's that? Because I haven't met you. But he showed me a clip of the kids. I was like,
Yes.
oh, okay, okay. Your kids are extremely vibey. They have this great
Thank you.
energy about them on stage. They come to kill and destroy. Am I right?
Literally.
They
Yes.
come
No, no. You're right.
they come to kill and destroy the dance floor. Wow, that is an incredible achievement, I must say. Now,
Yeah. No. Yes.
no, go for it.
No, no, I just wanted to say like on the whole kill and destroy, like they very hardworking kids, I
Sure.
must say. Like when it comes to pushing and the the screaming and everything that's happening, they take it all in because they know what it's for and why they're doing it. So they I just love them. I love them.
Because they have a great teacher. That's why.
Thank you.
I'm assuming. I mean, come on. So tell us about the time your dance school won a global dance supreme, and what did that do for you? But you won twice, right? Not just once.
Yes.
You won twice.
Yeah, twice. Yes.
Tell us
Yes,
about
twice.
that and tell us how that affected your dance school.
Okay, so the first time we did global dance,
Yeah. Was in
for us,
2018, right?
yes,
Yeah.
where they placed first, the first time where they like literally placed first for every section.
Gee.
Look, we didn't expect that. For us, it was like it was a shock, but I also knew that they would do well, regardless if they came first,
Right.
second, third. It's still good. But when we placed first in all our sections, I was like, what? What's going on? And it just, for the kids, it was so much excitement because they like, this is what happens when we actually work hard and we just push ourselves. And what I love about them is that they'll never ever say, we're going out to beat so and so, we're going out to beat so and so. They'll always say,
that's so important.
yeah, they'll always say, guys, we need to beat ourselves. When we're on that stage, we need to beat ourselves. And that's like the motto that they live by, is that you are only as good as your last performance. And they're so passionate about dancing, is that when they know they didn't do well on stage, they'll come down, avoid me, and go cry in the bathroom first, and then come back for the beating of, why was your arms wrong? Why didn't you do this?
Yeah.
So our first win really, it uplifted them. If you know where most of the kids' backgrounds in my studio, some of them come from single parents. There's not a lot in the house, you know. So that first win for them was like, oh my word, I just did something amazing. And I am so proud of myself. Even the parents, like the parents were just like over the moon. Like, it's like I can't describe how we felt that day. I was in awe, and like I learn a lot from my kids. Even though I'm their teacher, I actually learn so much from them. Sometimes they teach me how to actually teach them. So yeah, it was a good feeling when we won. And it just made me realize that what we are doing with the kids, we are doing something good, we're doing something positive, and we should never steer away from that. It's your God-given talent. And when you go on stage, you are going to show the talent that God has given you. And you are going to tell a story and make people enjoy what you enjoy. So when they're on stage, they forget about that it's a competition, but it's more about, I need to have fun and enjoy what I'm doing and show everyone else why I dance, because I love it and it's who I am and it represents me. So yeah, that's
also the rewards of giving your best. Not for you as a teacher, for the world, but giving of your best. And the
and it's for you. Yes. And knowing that you did it for yourself, not for anyone else. It was for you. So yeah, it was a big thing for us. Like it was amazing. It was really good. I remember actually when we were on stage and you said to me, you were like, these kids are so good, and I was like, thank you.
Now they just come on stage with such a vibrant energy and literally the meaning of giving your best. They come on stage and you can see these kids are like they're giving their best.
Yes.
And that's something very special, because dance is a visual interpretation of the music, right? So it's energy. So once the kids display their energy and their passion on stage, we can feel that as the audience member, as a judge. That is something very special. So incredible. So tell us, you want some money for the studio, right? How has that How has that impacted the school? You won 2018, you won in 2019. How has that affected the school receiving, cash prize money?
Yeah. So that was a bit of a what do we do? Because you know how our parents are like, what are you going to do with the money? The children want the money, and are you giving the kids the money? And I sat down with my mom and I was like, you know what? I don't believe that we should give the kids money, because why? Then their mindset would be, I need to get money all the time. When I'm winning or when I'm doing something, I always need to get paid for it. So what we did with the money was we kept some of the money, and then what we had left that we took from, we bought stuff for them. So we got like jackets made for them and things like that. So we rewarded them by giving them something.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then what we've kept, we've said to the parents, listen, we're going to make it easier for you guys. This money that is left, when they do competitions, we'll use this and pay for their competitions so that you don't have to now take extra bucks out. And so
Come on.
I believe that I didn't take any of the money. I don't feel like the money should come to the studio. It's there for the kids. They worked hard for it, therefore they need to get the rewards.
Yeah.
And that's why we made the firm decision that the money that was left, that money would go to whatever competition they do, and we would pay their entry fees from
amazing.
there. Even with their gear, the parents don't buy their gear. So that was money saved up, and whatever outfits they decided they want to wear, we would be like, okay, so you guys want money. We're going to take from that money and buy whatever outfits you guys would like to dance in.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, people don't understand that it's not just about coming to class every week. There's so much more than that. When you want to enter competition, there's competition fees, there's uniform fees, there's this fees, that fees, that fees, you know? So you don't just end up paying actual studio fees. You're paying a lot more.
Yes, there's a lot more that goes into it.
So the kids don't really benefit or have benefit from the money that
from winning the money. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible, Nicole. Wow.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to tell parents watching? What would you like to tell parents watching?
I think for the parents watching, I think support your kid in whatever they do. Even if it's not dancing, just support them, because by your support, you are motivating them to be the best that they can be. And that's the only thing your child wants, is your support, and always speaking positive things over them and saying, you've got this, you can do this, you know. I think support is the main thing that any child would want. I look at my kids when we go to competitions, and sometimes their parents don't go, and then they get to the competition and they see other kids' parents. You can see that little damper in their heart, you know, like, I wish my mother was here. Why couldn't my mother be here? So I think for the parents out there, support your kids, be behind your kids with whatever decision they make, and never doubt them, because, you know, sometimes parents are like, I don't think this is the right thing for you. I think parents should just follow and allow their kids to just explore, but just be a support system and still guide them through whatever they're going or whatever they want to do.
For sure. Like, specifically with dance, support your kids. You know, whether they're going to be a professional dancer or not, dance teaches so much more than actual dancing. You know,
yes, it is.
So your child will learn so much values with him coming to class and not just dancing. So they could use those values as a young person growing up in the dance world. They decide to not become a professional dancer. They have learned something, a life lesson, right?
Yes, that's very true. I mean, I have kids in my studio where parents are actually like, you know what, ever since my child has come to the studio and she's been dancing or he's been dancing, change, personality change, behavior change. You know, there's a lot of changes that happen within them when they start dancing. So that's why I say dancing is basically a form of rehabilitation. We just don't know it.
Yeah, we don't even know it. Yo, it's so amazing. I'm so inspired by your story.
Thank you.
Tell us about Global Dance Supreme. What is that experience like for you when you entered your kids in 2018, 2019? What is the overall experience for you and for the school? What has it done to your kids?
I think it's taught not just me, but the kids that they are capable of anything. And I think global dance kind of gave the kids like recognition, like people now in the industry, they know about art of dance. They know about the kids. I mean, so for them, it's like we've set a platform for ourselves on Global Dance Supreme. So people know who we are, and we need to keep representing ourselves and keep staying in our lane and the level that we are at, you know, and never change who we are for anyone or anything. I think global dance has really made us seen that what we are doing is not in vain, and it's a good thing. It's something positive. So when you see something is positive, it just kind of pushes us to do
Right.
more, you know, like next year, global dance, we're going to be like, you know what, we want to be better than we were the year before,
Yeah.
because why? Global dance really, it it pushes us out of our comfort zone, and it actually makes us as teachers grow as well, because then we sit and we get the feedback from you guys and you tell us, listen, you need to work on this, you need to do this, and that helps us grow as well as teachers, because then we see where we lack and we're like, okay, you know what, we have amazing people, amazing judges that is part of global dance, and they guiding us along the way as well, so
Yeah.
that we can groom these kids and make them better dancers. So
Right.
I think global dance has impacted us in a very big way and a very positive way as well.
Come on. Come on, Global Dance Supreme. Come on.
Yay!
I won't forget. I think it was 2018 with your kids. I think it was the prelims, and then you came back on the finals, and you guys came back with like a whole new routine, if I'm not mistaken, with a
Yes,
whole new
yes.
costume. I was like, dang,
Yes,
wait a minute, wait a minute. I will never
yes,
forget that about your dance school, because that really stood out for me, because I thought the first routine was amazing. And I was like,
yes, yes.
wait, this is different costumes. This is a whole different routine. Come on. Damn, I was so impressed by that, honestly.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. It's like global dance, the platform that it just gives us. It's like it almost makes us feel like, you know what, we need to be as good as the people in America, because global dance is that big for us. So, and I think that's why we pushed, and the kids pushed. And look, after prelims, when we got back that night, I messaged the parents and I'm like, listen, studio time, we're going to the studio. And we were 5 hours, and
Sure.
the parents are like, but the kids are tired, and they're like, no, we need to do this, we can't go home until it's perfect. So yeah, no, you know, global dance did something else to my dances, I won't
Wow.
lie. But it's all
Wow.
positive things. Yeah.
I also noticed that your style from 2018 to 2019 also grew a lot stronger in hip hop.
Yes, 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 it has. I Yes, it has. Look, also with the transition of getting a different instructor in hip hop has changed, and I'm a firm
Impacted a lot.
believer in. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in like always bringing someone in that has fresh flavor. Like Rudy Ward is one of I like I take my hat off to that
Come on.
guy. Like I brought him in one year, and he also worked with the kids. He like did a workshop. So I'm a firm believer in also bringing in people that I know that they're strong in certain things, just to also come and work with the kids. But I
Yeah.
know Angelo that's currently with us, he's an amazing dancer. I mean, he's very versatile, and I can even see that this style of dancing has changed a lot from the first time that we started with global dance.
And that's the awesome thing though, because there's like there's room for growth, and you guys are doing that. You guys
Yes,
are growing, you're leveling up, which is amazing.
yes, yeah. No, I always say to my dancers, you don't want to be a good dancer. You want to be an amazing dancer.
Yeah.
You don't want people to be like, oh, she's so good. You want people to be like, oh my word, she's amazing. You want people to remember you
Yeah.
after you've performed.
Yeah.
Like you need to leave a mark every time you perform. They shouldn't forget your face. There must always be a move that is so powerful that it replays in the judges' heads every
Yeah.
time, you
Yeah. Yeah.
know? So yeah.
That's amazing. Let me check how long we've been chatting for.
No problem.
Oh, we've been chatting for a while, actually.
It's going. The flow is going.
Cool. That's all my questions. It was really, really an
Yeah.
honor to chat to you today. Thank
Likewise,
you for your
V.
time, and I hope
Thank
that
you for having me.
yeah, thank you for coming. I mean, where else we got to be though? Where else?
Yeah, we are in lockdown.
Stay home.
Yes.
But again, thank you for your time. I hope your kids can actually join in on Saturday to the workshop. I interviewed
Yeah, I'm
Sonia.
gonna.
I interviewed
Yeah,
Sonia. If your kids can jump on to the workshop, she's really, really good. She does like a lot of reggaeton slash hip
yeah.
hop stuff.
Yeah, what I want to do actually is I want to try and get the ones that want to do it, because not all the parents are like keen on letting the kids leave the house. So the
Yeah,
ones that's regular at the studio, I want to try and get them at the studio, and then maybe we can just all join
yeah,
in together as a group
yeah. It will be
into
nice.
the workshop. Yeah,
It will be very nice.
yeah, I'm
Whew.
excited.
Yeah,
Yay,
I'm also going to take part. I spoke to her,
yay,
had an interview with her, watched some of her stuff. She's incredible.
yes.
And I think that these classes are dope. These workshops are dope.
Yeah, and it's good. Yeah, these workshops are very good because you learn a lot from them as well.
Yeah. Cool. Nicole,
Cool. What's
it
up?
was lovely, lovely chatting to
Thank
you.
you.
Have a
Likewise.
wonderful, wonderful day further, and we'll chat soon.
Same to you. Yes, no problem. Yes, have a good time. See you.
Cheers, Nicole. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yay.